What was the most defining moment of your life, Sandra? It could be more than one. It could be professional, personal.
You know, I think for me it was probably the death of my father. My father died when I was 22, and I was with him when he died. He was terminally ill, but we did not expect him to die when he did. And for me, it was the sense of sort of being there with him, but also up until the time that he did die, you know, he had cancer, and so he was going through treatments, and it was a matter of being just extremely supportive. But for me, it was probably a way to sort of see that that was one part of your life that was definitely, obviously, over with.
Right.
The chapter was closing. But I think in the other end, it was suddenly that you were no longer sort of his daughter. You suddenly were out on your own, and you were really having, you really had to sort of fend for your own. And I think in that standpoint, you at that point in time, you get a lot of people who want to be extremely overprotective, or who will assume that you don't know any better, or that sort of thing. And in a lot of ways, you don't know any better, but you don't want to admit that you don't know any better. And so for me, I think that was extremely defining, because suddenly I had to take responsibility for myself. And while, you know, my mother certainly was there to do that, I think for me, I'm a middle child, so I've always been independent. So for me, that really sort of forced me to have to kind of, you know, end that chapter of my life and sort of become extremely independent.
Wow, that's a powerful story. I like that.